at my age now, I occasionally get mistaken for Ed. A kid will come up and will say, "Hey, Ed Headrick, right? 01? Steady Ed?" And I don't want to disappoint him. So I've signed a few discs. You can see them out there. They're not exactly like that. It's a pretty amazing thing. The thing about it is that when I look back on all of it, it's really hard to say how it all came together. I mean, when you hear this story, because other people will come up to me and they'll say, like on a day like this, they'll say, you know, if Ed saw this today, you know, would he be amazed? And I have to say, no. He was a visionary and an eternal optimist. He thought we'd be on Sunday afternoon CBS at the end of the first year. I mean, remember, he started out with the Professional Disc Golf Association and the World Championship. None of the penny ante other stuff. We're going, he says, I want their palms sweaty, kind of like they were down there. Started off with that right away. Now you got to remember, the guy had the world's greatest job. General manager, do anything he wanted at the world's greatest toy factory, you know, at Whammo. When he left there, he had lots of business opportunities he could have gone with. He went with disc golf, of all the things. Now, remember, at the time, I mean, when Ed focused on disc golf, we had been playing for a while, but it was all temporary. Set it up, tear it down, set it up, tear it down. It never lasted. It was part of overall. It was private, like go find a permanent DDC court, you know. Nothing, it was private. So him to have a vision that was the potential. To put it in modern terms, it's as if you had the head tech job at Google and you said, I'm leaving that and I'm starting a company to attach food to email messages. Maybe, maybe, but remember when he made that decision, there wasn't a single permanent course on the planet. There wasn't an agreed upon basket. We had wire net ground baskets. He hated them. Everybody was drawing things out on napkins. What could it be? What could it be? With that as your potential, you make an all-in bet for your life to get behind that. That took amazing vision and, ironically, huge balls. I mean, to take that kind of risk. I've been an amazingly lucky guy. I was born at exactly the right time. Exactly the right time for disc sports. At my 5th Christmas under the tree, my dad had left a Pipco flying saucer. Do the math. I've been playing 63 years. That's just endurance. All these halls of fame, it's just, I was like Zelig. I happened to be at the right place at the right time for all those. Beginning of freestyle, beginning of ultimate, whatever, I'm there, Zelig, you know, but the big break was the phone call from Ed. I've been doing some things. He calls and he says, why don't you quit that grad school stuff, you know, and come out here and run the International Frisbee Association. Imagine the delight my wife got when I told her, I can't not do this. Come out and do that with him. And then when he made his move to move on, he hands me the keys to the Frisbee Ferrari. And so many amazing things were able to happen. Now, in this time and this day, we owe it to Ed to have new vision. We need new vision and imagination, because don't think that just because we have a great game, it'll last on its own. Check out inline skating. How's it doing? Walk by a municipal tennis court. It's empty. I mean, these games don't make themselves go on their own. Your kids probably won't be playing midget football unless it changes. Games decline. So, if for some reason you want your kids and your kids' kids to play the game that Ed envisioned, you have to do more than just play. If you want to just play, there's no problem. Just go play, enjoy, no worries. If you want to have a legacy that you help build, then you got to do more. You got to do things like this today. Things that move us forward in our thinking, and we're flexible and we're adaptive, because we're out from under the radar now. We used to be able to just fool around, do what we want. Putting in a course in 74 was nothing. You put in the polls, you go play. Now, it needs a professional effort. I mean, it's a big deal these days to put in a professional level course. So, I'll leave you with that and say, we need to press forward to leave that legacy, and we owe it to Ed. So I look forward to working with you on that.
Yeah. Thank you. You gotta lift this up above your head. We're gonna be right with you. All right. Put your hands up there.